Hi everyone, my name is Elina and you're watching a Marvelous Designer tutorial. Today we are going to learn how to make this jacket and 2 updates of Marvelous Designer 2024.2. One of them is converting to curvature and the other one is adding thickness. Also, as you see in this jacket, we're going to learn how to make raglan sleeve, puffer, jacket, also adding zipper, and we'll learn how to use pin tool and adding waistband. So yes, now let's see how we can make it. Let's begin. First of all, I try to bring a t-shirt from Marvelous Designer and let's add it and not open it, and let's freeze what I already have here with Ctrl K. So this is what we brought right now. Let's make it a little bit larger in the first place. Again, I like it to be larger. This one is good. So what I need to do is to press on G or choose this internal line. For my model, I should start from here and here. You can choose everywhere you want. First, you can be more precise with add point split, that you can set a value for your distances, but right now I don't need it because I'm just going to tell you how it works. So press on V to have a curve, to have points. If you press on C, you have arrows, but if you press on V, you have these dots. And for what I'm going to do right now, points are better, are the better option. So you press on G, click on it, right click, and then extreme, extend it. Okay, now I need to press on V. I don't know its name. What is its name? Edit curve point. So this is the curve that I like, so I choose them and cut. Okay, this one I think wasn't attached. Okay, now what I need to do, this sleeve belongs to this part from the front, and this part belongs to this part. So what I need to do, I bring, oh my god, why? Let me see, what is the problem? Cut and sew. Maybe it should be like this. Yeah, the problem was that this line was intersecting this line. It wasn't a good thing, maybe. So I need this part for this and this one for this. What I should do is to rotate them. Something like this, and then I should try to imagine. I don't find it pleasing, so what I'm going to do is to make this one larger. Okay, this is better. Now what I'm going to do is to use this polygon tool and then click in important points. Click. And let's take the average. Click, and click. So here I choose this transparent. Press on C and try to imitate the pattern that is behind. This curvature is the most important part because a raglan usually is made of curvatures. So we should be royal, fedele, loyal. You should be loyal, not royal. Now you can delete these patterns. Now you have this new part. This is raglan. Press on M. Here it belongs to this part. Control F. Select the pattern, select the dot. No, this, yes. Do I want it to be longer? Yes, okay. Now, before simulating, Control D and simulate. Now if I'm going to have another color. So yes, now that we have the raglan, I want to make this one shorter. A little bit. Did it get shorter? I didn't feel it. And 2 centimeters. Yes, okay. Now let's see. Shift F, Shift Q. Let's see the measurements. $88. Let's say 90. I say I need this to be 19 or 90. 90, and for the height I select 5. Maybe I change it later. I don't know. I'm not sure. So Shift F to have arrangement points and select, for example, this point. Shift F again. Let's bring it here. Okay, now what we should do, I click here. I want to see when it starts, and then I click here. After that, let's see the behind. So I should start from here and see from here to here, then continue. I'm going to choose MN swing because it's easier. Click on this line segment and press enter. Now just select without holding any shift and anything else. One thing that I'm going to do before Ctrl J, I deactivated it. I'm going to use slash and spread to make my garment larger. I press on X, divide it into 2 parts, and now slash and spread. I select the part that I'm going to move. It's just by doing clicks. and I choose 10. The same thing here. 10? Was it 10? I forget easily. Because I want here to be a little bit round, that's why I added this space. So now let's do the MN again, MN sewing again, press enter. Now that we have more segments, you feel the easiness. Do you English speakers use these words that I use? Activate. Oh my god, did I press enter? Again, press enter. I think I forgot to press enter. At least I didn't hear it. I was busy thinking about English speakers. Enter. Now it's working. So plus press on a space, and yes, I'm going to say this height is enough. Okay. Let's merge the back part. Now what I'm going to do is to press on X. I'm going to divide or have 4 centimeter. Let's see how it is. Somehow, let's see. Yes. Cut and sew. Also here I need another internal line. Yes, 4 centimeter. Cut and sew. Now you understood you learned 2 ways to make these internal lines. Okay, inside this I try to make a rectangle, and then for these corners I want them to be curved. What I should do is to use the smooth curve tool and then right click and then click here, because I want this segment and this segment be curved in the become curved in with the same amount. So okay, yes, 5 is good. So I copy it and I paste it in for every other corners. Oh my god. Yes. Here I'm going to have 4 lines here, 4 internal lines. So I select these 2 lines and then this offset as internal line along curved, and I set the value that I need. Somehow for every jacket we need to use this layer clone over. Draw your internal lines before making this layer clone over. So here I did everything. Now the zigzag thing. Here, for example, I want, offset as internal split. And I'm going to have, for example, 5 segments. In the other line for having zigzag, or I should have 10 or double of what you have here, so you can have this zigzag thing. Or what you should do is to see how much is this one. It's 11,45. You know how much is this. So what I do is to split, and here I click on this split by length. In the center, from the center, I need this 11,45. And if, for example, I had 5 lines here, I should say I need 4 or more, or one more than 5, or one number more, or less than 5, or 4 or 6. If I had 4 here, I couldn't have these points. So let's say 6. And press on G and double click for finishing it. Here I need some points. Don't tell anyone, but I don't like this part. So I press on X and what? Or I can bring this internal line toward up, or I can let it to be like this. I can even eliminate this one. Now let's do the internal line part. For example, I'm going to divide it into more parts. Here I'm going to make internal line of 1 centimeter, and I really don't like these points. So what we should do is to click on them, and the new version of Marvelous Designer asks you if you are going to maintain the curve or convert only. If you convert only, it makes a curve, but if you choose that maintain the curve, it maintains its angle. Do you see that it's not curved well? It was like before, but the second option makes it smoother. I split it into 2 parts. Also here, I split this one into 2 parts. Okay, now first I cut and sew. Here I make another internal line of 1 and cut and sew. Here I make another internal of 1 and cut and sew. Okay, it shouldn't be extended for this part. What is it? At this point, maintain the curve, my curve. This curve is better than other curves, so cut and sew. I know this one. I like this one better. Okay, here I press on G. To be sure, I choose this option, Control C. Let me see. No, something that I like here more. Delete. Delete, delete, delete. I like to make it begin from upper parts. Yes, I can feel this curve. Okay. Cotton suit. Now another thing for attaching the bottom part of your flap, I use the circles and I copy them. And okay, let me pin it here. As you see, I think this one is great. And now, without any problem, they are attached. The bottom part doesn't fly. So, I use our measurements and let's see, this part was 18. 18? Yes, 18. So I choose a 20. Look at this. How much I hate these internal lines. No, because they think they are more important than the outlines, but they are not. Okay, it should be 20 into another 5 centimeter. I hold shift if I don't use MN sewing. I do this both ends and Ctrl shift. This one goes here. Ctrl F. So okay. Here I need four other internal lines. So let me see. So let's make a rectangle here. So now again I use smooth curve tool. Yes. Yes, okay. This is what I wanted. Now let's have the hoodie. Let's change the color of the jacket. Yes. Oh. So for the hood, I use this smooth curve tool again. I need it to be like about 10 centimeter. Here, I bring it 6 centimeters down and make a split line. I split it. With C, I make a curvature. See, when you make curve with C, you have arrows. With V, you have points. So this is what we have. Now I want to cry. Let me use this MN tool. Okay, here. Now I press on enter. Now I choose this part, this, and then this, and we're back. It should be here. Oh my god, I forgot to press enter. Maybe with Ctrl Z, no. Enter. For this back part, what I'm going to do is to make internal line as 3 centimeter and cut it without sewing it and eliminate this part. Now here, let's see, this is 51.37 because we took 3 centimeters from here and 3 here, so what remains is 6. Split into 2, split into 2. Okay, why I'm splitting into 2? Because here it will make you cry, really, believe me, that it makes you cry. So where is it? It's here. Let's flip it horizontally. Now the story is beginning because I'm going to tell you beautiful parts of this tutorial. Okay, here should be sewn to the here. When you flip things horizontally, things become like magic. You can't believe what you're doing, because this part from the left should sew should be sewn to the right. And do you know what I'm saying? It's a little bit complicated, but it is fattibile. Okay, this part, the left, should be sewn to the left. Oh, it was simple. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Why it's simple? Okay, and finished. Now finished. Okay, here I told you that you should have your internal lines before making this layer clone over. So here I'm going to split this from the center. Again, from the center, I'm going to have so many, like, yeah, like 3 centimeters, no, maybe 4, something like this. Yes, do you see? And one by one I should make internal lines for them, or I can copy this and but I can right click and say the distance is 4 centimeters and I need 8. Yes, and I think we are okay right now. So let's have layer clone over. Okay, I will remove linked editing. As much as you see these lines, this verde green lines, it means that they are still linked. So the next thing that I'm going to do is to always make things bigger. Oh my god. But before that, let's simulate. Now let's make things bigger. Okay. So for making a puffer, here you should add pressure for the top layer, and the bottom layer should have the same amount but the minus. If here I added 2 for the pressure, here -2. Okay. Okay, let's be a little bit clean. This one I'm going to bring it here. Now what I'm going to do is to have zipper, and I need the zipper to be for the top layer. So what I should do is to see how much is this. Oh, I'm sorry, I had it here. Okay, it's 62.49, 62.5. So I'm going to make it 60. Something, no. Okay, 60 into 1. Yeah, the width I want it to be 1 centimeter because it's just for the zipper. So Did you know that you can have this and free also, free swing too? I press enter. Okay, I need to know this 1 centimeter from the top. So what I should do before sewing is to have this split tool. Yes, it knew, it heard me. This 1 centimeter. Also here I need another 1 centimeter. One. This one didn't hear me. Okay, now let's sew this part. Enter. From this point, and then from this point, this point, and oh, here, it should be here. Okay. Oh, I forgot to press on enter. Do you know why it didn't arrive to this one? Because instead of this, I counted this, but if you remember, I made the top layer bigger. That's why I couldn't reach to this point. So enter. Now I simulate. Okay, now I'm going to have the zipper. How can I have it? Another thing that I like to do is to delete. Ctrl D and simulate. It really helps you in the future. Something that I should tell you right now about this flap, that it shouldn't be attached to the bottom layer anymore. So now that we made this puffer, oh, I wanted to add the zipper. I choose this part, double click. As we know, it starts from here. You don't need to click or anything. I even can go, please, 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 okay. Really? Why? It should be here, not there. Why? Something is not right. Let me... see what is not right. It's from this part to this part, no? Let me pin with holding W and clicking. You can have this pin. So now let me add this zipper. Let's see. It didn't give me the blue point, but somehow it started to stop in that point. So I got the feelings that it's a green flag. Yeah, this is working. Okay, if you want to change the puller type, I usually like this one. And if you want to change the color, for example, you want it to be Ctrl+C. You want it to have a color near to your jackets. I press. You should click on tape. You click here and then tape. Ctrl+V. And I need it to be a little bit darker. Now for the teeth, I usually make them from metal. This is the fasten part. Now I really like it to be open, so just this part I make it metal and I paste the color. So the last thing that I should tell you here, no, it's not the last thing. Tack tool. I'm going to add it to here. Let's say I want them to be 5 centimeters distant, and like this. If you did the 3D sewing, it's the best. Double click. Yes, okay. From here to the okay, it's not that much the best. Hold shift before starting. No, I need. Oh my god. It's not the best. I take my word. It's not the best. Yes, reverse it. This is the hood talking to us. Ctrl+T. What? One thing that I like to do because of the collision that happens between the hood and this is that the only thing that I can do is this. Okay. You know that you should decrease the particle distance and stuff to have the better realistic appearance look. Also here on Marvel's Designer, before it was just in Clo3d, now we have this puckering also here on Marvel's Designer. How it works, you have this seam line that it belongs to parts that they are sewed to another part. For example, if your pattern is sewn to the other part, so you can use this free one or this segment. I use the free one. Let's see the difference. What it does, it's just I used it here and I was looking here. Where is it? Okay. Did you see that? Or for example here. It's a good thing. It's you can use it for having wrinkles without adding more vertices, so your file will be lighter. The offset, for example, if I say I'm going to add offset here, for example 1 centimeter, it's 1 centimeter lower. Last two things that I'm going to tell you is that first, making elastic this part. Okay, now you have 2 layers. Okay, the first layer, let's make it stiffer. So let's make it stiffer, strengthen, lock all outlines, select all these that are on top and make them elastic. for making it more elastic, or you should increase this one or decrease the ratio. It makes it more elastic. Elastic, yeah. So it was 80, let's have it like 470. Another thing that I should tell you is that unlike the pattern, and this one on top should have low particle distance. Also, it should be bigger. Now let's simulate. Now let's simulate. What happened? Oh, because of this part. So, with this part, the last part is here. I'm going to add a new fabric. A fabric, I call it straps. A fabric which is not elastic, so for making it not stretchy, you should stretch it. You should increase the value of a stretch, and also shear a little bit. And then here I don't want them to wait, but I want them to have friction. So what I should do is to have these straps. Let's make them like green, not this green, this green. Okay, 1.5 is a good amount of number. 1.5. Copy. Another one, let's say I want this to be here, and 1.5. The other one, I want it to be here. So here, and another half. Another 1.5. So I have this. Now, let me have an internal line in the center. Now I try to maybe I like this to be sewn to this again, to this part. It's better to do this work in the end of your modeling, because usually these narrow straps give you a hard time. That's why I prefer that you do it in the end. So I make these straps of 1 centimeter and like 10. Is one a lot? Yes. Yes, I want them to be too much narrow. Now I make everything freeze. And let's see. Also, I'm going to make everything disappear. Just these three. Let's see what they do. These two are bravo. This one, let's make it a little bit longer. Okay, they behaved well. The problem is that, let me see. If I tell you that you are the superior, what would you do? Please come outside. Okay. Let's oop. Now Clo3d. Oh, I don't have space here. For a moment, I deactivate them with the swing pattern because I'm going to pull this one. Yeah, if not, it will make some problem for me. Activate. Okay. Ah, that's why. Look how much we are near to losing our friend strap. Oh my god. Sometimes I think they are my enemy and they enjoy giving me hard time. But I give them the hard time. Oh my god. No, I don't give them hard time. I'm not the superior. Let's see. Okay, the best thing is to freeze them and not to see what is going on. Now let's add thickness and explain the new version of Marvel's Designer, that in this version you don't find add thickness under the collision, and you can find it in the geometry, but also there are more options. Okay, the jacket is finished. Now the last thing that remains is the bottom. I like it to be like golden, something like this. And since I said golden, so it should be from metal. I choose it. Now this circle, I'm going to say clone as pattern. Press on M, double click with free swing. Where is it? Superimpose over. Now let's add thickness. I like it to be 4mm. Here we see we have 3 options. If I select the forward, you see that the thickness is in the front of my pattern. And if I select backward, you see that the thickness is behind the pattern. And if I select both, you see that in both parts of my pattern you can see the thickness. Then we have front face, and the back face. Here we don't need the seam face. Side geometry is here, contorno. That the curvature, for example, if I eliminate the curvature, it is going to be like this. So if I add curvature, it's going to be like this. It all depends on what you are going to need. This is the resolution. I think it's going to be about the it's about a smoothie. If you see, it has here, when you say the resolution should be 2, it will divide it into 2 parts. When it's 3, divide it into 3 parts, and it's about how smooth you want it to be. This is resolution. This is being double-sided without adding another piece of fabric. And I want this fabric to be trim fabric. So yes, that's it. I hope you like this video. Please try to exercise and comment. Oh, the same thing I should have done also for the sleeves, but I'm buying you. Please exercise and tell me your opinion in the comments section. I like to talk with you because you see me and hear me, but I don't see you and hear you. That's why if you comment, it really makes me happy. And so, yes. I don't want to give this part a hard time, so don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a nice day. Bye.